Are tanks facing their final curtain call on the battlefield? The Russia-Ukraine conflict has sparked intense debate, with drones wreaking havoc on these armored giants. Is this an end to their enduring legacy of dominance? But before we write off the tank, let us delve into the complex reality. The stark reality of the situation in Ukraine is undeniable. Ukraine has lost a staggering 796 tanks since the war's inception, while Russia has seen over 2,900 of its own behemoths turned into smoldering wrecks. The U.S. supplied M1 Abrams tanks in Ukraine, symbols of American might, have seen 5 out of 31 destroyed and at least 3 more crippled within a short span. The culprit behind these mounting casualties? A humble, inexpensive weapon, the drone. Specifically, first-person view, FPV, drones, costing a mere $500, have emerged as a nightmarish threat to these multi-million-dollar machines. Equipped with explosives and controlled by soldiers on the ground, these drones can fly directly into a tank's most vulnerable spots, the engine deck, open hatches, or the gap between the hull and turret, delivering a devastating blow. However, to write off the tank entirely would be a grave mistake. Despite their newfound Achilles heel, tanks continue to offer a compelling package of capabilities. If you want to seize terrain, you need a tank. Tanks provide a level of firepower unmatched by most other ground vehicles. Their main gun can lay waste to enemy fortifications and inflict heavy casualties on infantry units. Furthermore, their thick armor offers protection against smaller arms fire and shrapnel, allowing them to operate in the heart of the battle without being easily taken out. The psychological impact of a tank on the battlefield should not be underestimated either. The sheer size and imposing presence of a tank can strike fear into the hearts of enemy troops, hindering their morale and combat effectiveness. This psychological factor has been a constant throughout history. Tanks first emerged on the scene during World War I, and their effective use by the Nazis in World War II, as part of their blitzkrieg tactics, is a testament to their power. History is littered with pronouncements of the tank's demise, only to see it rise again, phoenix-like, from the ashes. The 1973 Arab-Israeli War, where Egyptian forces armed with Soviet anti-tank missiles inflicted heavy losses on Israeli tanks, seemed to signal the end of the tank's reign. However, military strategists quickly adapted, recognizing that tanks were still invaluable assets when employed with proper tactics, such as sufficient infantry support and continuous armor upgrades. The use of M1 Abrams tanks by U.S. Marines in the brutal urban warfare of the Second Battle of Fallujah exemplifies this perfectly. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine is yet another chapter in the ever-evolving story of the tank. It highlights the need for continuous adaptation. Just as the development of anti-tank weapons necessitated improved armor and tactics, the drone threat demands a renewed focus on counter-drone measures. This could involve deploying advanced jamming equipment, integrating laser defense systems onto tanks, or even developing new drone hunting drones specifically designed to take out these smaller, more vulnerable attackers. The future of tank warfare is likely to see a renewed emphasis on combined arms tactics. Tanks will need to operate alongside infantry units that can provide close protection against drone threats and other anti-tank weapons. Additionally, the focus on active protection systems, designed to intercept incoming missiles and rockets before they hit the tank, is only going to intensify. In conclusion, the tank's dominance on the battlefield is not over. While they face new challenges from agile and inexpensive threats like drones, their unique combination of firepower, mobility, and psychological impact ensures their continued relevance. As the war in Ukraine unfolds, it serves as a stark reminder that tanks are not invincible, but rather, ever-evolving tools in the deadly game of modern warfare. The dance between offensive and defensive capabilities will continue, with both tanks and their counters undergoing continuous development. One thing is certain, the tank's legacy of battlefield dominance is far from over.